What is going on, guys? Dragon Blade here, back with some more Elder Scrolls Legends. We are going to be taking our health gain monk deck back onto the ladder with some more revisions based on feedback from you guys in the comments section. The one change I haven't made yet that I'm strongly leaning towards doing very soon, and there was a suggestion for it as well, is to add Tazcad to the list just as some late game reach, powerful late game card. Our curve doesn't quite go that high, but I definitely think it's a card that I would strongly consider adding. So I think there's a decent chance that we do wind up adding it at some point. But changes that I did make, we added 3 Sanctuary Pet, 2 Mournhold Traders, some Black Sap Protectors, basically just a whole bunch of stuff to try and increase our early game presence. Because I thought last episode was a good step towards kind of establishing our early game. I think we just need to keep going that way now. Okay. Kind of stinks, but the odds of him having a second firebolt, not impossible, but lower. So if we can get at least one swing off with this, even if he kills it,
the ambition of the
we'll be able to get our East March Crusader off next turn. So let's Shadow Shift for now. Hive Defender is also a play for next turn. I think for now we do nothing. I'd rather get the draw from this. So next turn we probably swing with our House Kinsman and set up Hive Defender as a block for this guy. We're going to set up a Corsair ship. So now there's potential for putting the Hive Defender over here, actually.
All too simple.
Alrighty, instead of Hive Defender for now, let's execute, play East March Crusader. I think this puts on the most pressure. And then next turn we have the option of Profiteer plus Hive Defender over here.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Why not? We have another Javelin in hand, so clearing the board I guess is just beneficial. He gets a random action. I guess the only way this really sucks for us if he gets like a Firestorm or something for this lane. He's breathing too bad at the moment. I'm sorry for your ears if you're using headphones. Does he have another Skeevers? I think we'll swing, Bruma, Hive Defender at the moment.
Is at hand.
Green Touch Spriggan, not yet, but soon.
All too simple.
Don't make me laugh.
Could also Bruma Spriggan. But I think we're better off with the guard.
There's always a plan.
Obviously, it'll take a Ashlander swing plus some pretty mighty RNG to do bad things to us here. And we have 13 damage on the board right now. As he's going to fish for an answer. I guess he could get through our guard if he swings with Ashlander, it hits this, and then he swings with that right now, unless he got an item that helps him out, which is a real possibility. I want to get Spriggan out soon, because if he kills our House Kinsman, I want to be able to get that health from that occurring. Plus Knight of the Hour will buff this as well when the time comes, if the time comes. These things tend to get removed pretty quickly. Is he going to rely on the RNG with the Ashlander? Or hope for the RNG with the Ashlander? He is. Honestly, that's not... Oh, somebody's observing us. Hello, Ironstorm Master, if you're watching. That wasn't too bad. Because now he still has to die, and nothing else on this board is going to die at the moment.
My friend would like to say hello.
So we have 4, 10 on the board. We'll bring him to 7. What else does he have? Soul Split. Honestly, there's some argument to playing Knight of the Hour here, but I think I'm going to go with the Spriggan.
Don't make me laugh. You won't foil my plan.
All too simple.
Just lay this guy out here. If he kills my House Kinsman now. This guy goes to 5, and then we play Knight of the Hour and skip the last rune next turn, unless he has a way to Rapid Shot, Lightning Bolt our Spriggan. Well, actually, if he kills the Kinsman, we don't skip the last rune. I would assume he's going to kill the Bruma, knowing if I play any creature, it's going to buff this thing. If not, if he finds a way to kill this, I can always swing, and then Javelin Kinsman for the win. Obviously, depending on what the rest of his plays are. Moment of clarity. I think he's really looking for answers here. If I play Knight of the Hour, this will get +4 if Bruma's alive. That'll bring me to 6. Not quite enough to end him. Although if I get a creature that is 2 or less Magicka and Knight of the Hour and this sticks, we can skip the last rune. 5/5. Not bad. Okay. Now we can just Javelin this thing down and swing with our Spriggan for the victory. So, that's game 1 out of the way. Our early presence really, I think, helped us get this victory here. We were pretty outmatched in terms of total cards, but pretty decent showing by the deck. 2 more matches to go. As always, we're going to be playing 3 matches with our Health Gain Monk deck, just so you guys can get a whole lot of visuals on the changes we're making as we match up against Eerie Menage 14. The Great Mane. You playing Monk as well? Playing Kitties? Nope, playing Mage. So Mage is a kind of tough matchup for us. Crusader, I guess, can be kept. Draw Bruma. So we can ring into Bruma. This will eat up his Lightning Bolt, I guess. I mean, his Firebolt. Trigger it over here. Next turn we'll play Kavach Soldier in case he doesn't have that Lightning Bolt. This will make him need
awaiting orders.
An Execute plus his swing. Or I guess if we top deck a Firebolt now, he could Firebolt and take that out. If he doesn't take them both out, we can break a rune and draw with our East March next turn. Mournhold obviously gets less good as the game goes on because he's going to have Lightning Bolts and Javelins, but it's still a cheap cost thing that can smack into him. So it looks like we're going to be able to get that draw off.
I hear and obey. You won't foil my plan.
Gonna get a Prophecy. Is Prophecy Mage?
Be on your guard.
Definitely looking like Prophecy Mage. So because of that, I think we're just going to Sanctuary Pet. I'd rather trade with this thing next turn into it, and then next turn we can play East March and Mournhold. Damn, he really wanted that gone. I don't think this is worth a Javelin. Let's East March first.
No matter what.
Okay. I think we'll ring out the Mournhold.
Of course I'm on your side.
Get a health up. Guess we'll just
you
take
won't
the trade.
foil my plan.
I didn't want to have them both die, but getting that 8 damage onto this side I think is more powerful at the moment. That thing can just get Javelined. Getting a phone call, but I will not be picking that up right now.
Didn't see this coming,
Swing.
Don't
Nicely
make me
done.
Swing. Another Prophecy. This has to be Prophecy Mage. He's got a Harpy. We will be losing our East March unless he has a Firebolt and wants to take this out instead. So that wound up pretty crappy for us. This wound up a little better. That's a decent setup there. So now it's going to be tough for him to kill this and that. At best, I think he can just kill one. Okay. Does he have a javelin or a lightning bolt for this guy?
By our service, we honor
So,
kind.
house. Okay.
Didn't see this coming, eh? There's a plan. There's a
Get Protector out.
Khajiit.
Now, he's got to have a javelin here. Sorry about that. Just getting a phone call. But now I think we're set up pretty decently here.
Be on your guard.
Let none defile our
Both of these guys are things. I wish I can get him up above the point where he would die.
You won't foil my plan.
So I guess if we have to kill something, we go here with it. We can snake tooth first. But I think I'm gonna hang on to the snake tooth.
Didn't see this coming, eh?
Guess we'll take that off.
For the maid.
Here. Guess just in case he has... I guess it doesn't matter which guard we play where.
The forest is my strength
Let
and my
none
courage.
defile our temple.
Alright, so he's got to
Nicely
have a
done.
javelin here. Especially if he's emoting, he has a javelin. Maybe not.
Die.
So I'm gonna play Snake Tooth here.
You won't foil my plan.
I shall end their
Three
blasphemy.
here. Get a big swing
For the
here.
main.
That's gotta be a javelin. 100%. Oh, it's a lightning bolt. Alright, so I guess top deck javelin or we win. That works too.
You
Swing
won't
before
foil
I
my
play England.
plan.
The Night Mother will guide us.
The better play is to Sanctuary Pet over here to make sure I take this out. If I play Pet over here, we threaten lethal next turn. I'm gonna go here just in case he has Dawn's Wrath. If he has Dawn's Wrath, this is the better
A little
play.
distraction might prove useful.
Can I execute now? This is around one of those times where I'd love to have that task hat I was talking about a few minutes ago. He's just going to go for the double execute plus Dawnbreaker, so he's just going all in. That execute does us no
For the
good.
Black Hand.
What cards can help us here? We don't really have any reach,
Behold my power.
and it's going to be a long time before we're popping any rooms. Yeah, this is
Let
like Prophecy
none
Mage.
defile our temple.
So we put both of his guards in one lane. This cut purse does not help us at all. We're drawing all of our low-cost cards here. We're looking like we might be done for.
Shed some light
Playing
on
against,
the problem.
I guess it was a Prophecy Control Mage, but definitely pretty heavy on the prophecies, and
shall
almost
end
had
the
him down. Just
blasphemy!
ran out of gas.
Behold my power.
Black Sap Protector doesn't help us either. But I guess at some point we have to start chewing through these guys. How is the best way to do this? This sucks. The
forest
I guess we just start putting stuff out there. I want to hang on to them, but I don't know.
So, it has been written.
And these are too much value right now.
It has been written.
Oh my god, that is an insane amount of value. That is 17 magicka worth of value for 6.
Blasphemy!
But I mean, obviously that's what the prophecy decks are trying to do. As we draw another execute, absolutely nothing here helping us at the end of the game, and I think we're gonna wind up losing this one. Protector of the Main doesn't help us in general.
Behold my power.
In general, but we have to do that. Doesn't matter. Even if we kill one, he's got more than enough damage to kill more of us. So I was just trying to set up a counterattack for next turn, if we manage to live that long.
I have you now.
I shall end their blasphemy!
Yep, so we're gonna wind up losing that one.
Engaging hunt.
Just too much prophecy value. I think you got to play like 6 or 7 free cards that game. So still pretty good showing for the deck. It got read a bit about there against probably, I would say, even worse than a Control Monk matchup where we don't get going early. I think something like a Prophecy Control Mage is probably the worst possible matchup for this deck. Just because in general it's going to struggle against control decks that it doesn't kind of beat down early, which we almost did there. But when you can chain together prophecy value like that, I mean, what are you going to do? Obviously they already have the card advantage from us breaking runes, and then if you get to play 3, 4, 5, 6 cards for free, not much you can do. But I think that was an encouraging showing by the deck, getting it down. I think they were down to 3 health or something like that. So Tazcat would have been great there, yes. Obviously there's no way to guarantee you draw them. It's a 1 in 50 chance. Just towards that end there, we wound up going, I think our draw was Ungulum, Execute, Daring Cutpurse, Execute. It was like 1 drop, 1 drop, 2 drop, 2 drop, 1 drop, 2 drop, 1 drop. We went cold at the worst time. Not that I don't think there was very many draws that could have helped us either way, to be honest. But here's game 3. Let's see how we can do with game 3. We've got a decent starting hand for aggression.
I'll lead my family to glory.
It's looking like a fantastic execute.
Kajit has had enough.
Let's split these fellas. No, put them together. Our cats like to be friends. And then next turn, if we need to, we can get a Black Sap out in front of them.
Just give me a name.
Alright.
Kajit has had enough. Kajit has had enough.
Let's get a little protection out there. He'll get a contract, but more importantly, these guys are still alive. And we really want to get into turn 6 with the health gain lead.
A little distraction might prove useful.
It's nothing personal.
So he'll get his contract there. So technically, if I want to, I can go trade there, trade there. Do I want to trade? I think it might be a good idea.
Kajit has had enough. Kajit has had enough.
Let's get another card. Snowy Saber Cat could be good. We just need to get past this next turn with the health gain, and we can Golden Saint. If he has a finish off there, that's fine. He's got a pet. He's got to have a finish off as well if he's shackling this thing. Right? Right? Unless you're planning on playing Leaf Lurker next turn?
Khajiit has had enough.
Actually, I kind of like going Sanctuary Pet House Kinsman here. Just because the odds of him taking the health lead are almost none this game, or this turn, and being able to trade with Sanctuary Pet into that, I think is a pretty good advantage, and it keeps both of these guys alive. And if I just played Golden Saint, we'd be losing a 4-4 with guard to this. Oh, I heard the sound. I thought he got the Sanctuary Pet from that. Alright, so let's get some damage in here.
Khajiit has had enough.
To the Javelin. I think he still has to go here. I'm actually going to take out that.
All too simple.
Actually, do I even bother taking one of these out? I'll let him do the trading for us.
Of course I'm on your side.
I'm gonna put Lethal in the other lane. See how it goes. He can ring into Dawn's Wrath and then completely obliterate this lane. He does do. Bring him down to 4 health. He has to double trade here. We'll leave him with nothing but a Wild Beast Collar. Alrighty. Guess we'll just start going on the Golden Saint parade. Next turn we can Golden Saint as well. Sorry about that. So obviously this is going to get eaten up here. This probably gets hit and finished off. Just getting straight Dawnbreaker there. Interesting. What else do you have for your play this turn? If I can get Golden Saint and something else next turn, I'll feel pretty decent. That's not a worry. I'm going to take a Skooma Racketeer in hand as well. We'll pull an Execute. Don't think it matters, but we'll play another Golden Saint. Hang on to the Execute. Please don't be another match where we get right on the doorstep of winning and can't finish it off. That would be so disappointing. If we can take this thing off the board, I think we have more chances to move forward with it.
I lurk in the shadows.
I don't think he can risk not killing this, because if I draw a Javelin, which I have not drawn any yet, I win. Unless he gets another guard up. But he just drew Assassin into his Assassin. So he's got a very strong board now, thanks to 2 awesome draws. But we're still Javelin away from victory. Not anymore. We're going to need Shadow Shift into Javelin for victory. I want to play Protector, but obviously it just dies over here. I'm gonna get hit anyway. Guess get rid of that. But we still need to get rid of the second lethal. Drawing back-to-back assassins is pretty miserable for us. Come on, I don't want to run out of gas for second game in a row. He's got a Maroc.
You cannot hope to outrun.
We have 3 guards in this lane, so obviously this lane is just all hope is lost.
We know.
For the Black Hand.
think he's gonna avoid popping a rune for now. This double assassin play was so unfortunate for us. I could have pushed this right lane over here and maybe had a chance. Bruma. I guess this almost helps us.
There's a plan.
Let
There's
none
always a plan.
defile our temple.
We can make him have to swing into this with something. We'll probably take that good trade though, and then we can trade in the Bruma. Oh, that's pretty much game. Unless we get a javelin from a prophecy, and even then I don't think we have it. We're gonna probably need 2 prophecies this turn to win. Snake Tooth is not what we need. I need him to keep attacking, and we need to get a javelin and probably a cut purse.
For the Black Hand.
Yeah, or at least a cut purse this turn, and if I top deck a javelin, I have a chance. And I think he identified that pretty well. I don't think we can win this one. If we go here, 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 he just eats it up with his lethal. And then... yeah, I think the second assassin he drew is what actually is going to wind up deciding this game. So we can go Bruma into Protector, dies to lethal, this will get cleaned up as well.
You won't foil my plan.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
None can challenge Khajiit.
Obviously that gets eaten there, that probably gets eaten there. Again, we're at the mercy of praying for a prophecy to save us.
For the Black
This wants
Hand.
to trade with Maroc and that. Nope, a Manticora. So we're gonna run into a brick wall against 2 super fun control decks in a row. So I think if the deck's gonna stay the way it is, we're gonna have to get even more aggressive to stand a chance. We're not getting any prophecies.
We know.
Not that it matters, I think he has too many cards at this point. That a prophecy doesn't even help us. He still has 3, 6, 9, 13. He's good. He is just fine. We could also probably consider playing some Dawn's Wraths, or maybe even an Immolating Blast.
We know.
Just for when we get into these situations against these super fun control decks, that they kind of just stop us cold in our tracks. So, where I'm thinking now, I think we're pretty good in the early game now. I think we're holding up much better in the early game. I think now where we're running into issue is we're running out of gas as we're going into the mid and late game, and we haven't finished the game yet. I guess there is something to say that possibly I'm being too aggressive and popping too many runes, but I think this is where the deck has to be because the curve caps out at I think 6. So we can't really afford to be sitting around. So I would strongly consider adding Tazcad to the list. I would possibly consider adding Dawn's Wrath or Immolating Blast to the list just to get rid of some situations like that. Possibly, I would even consider probably some Cliff Racers at this point just to give us a little bit more reach at the end of the game. Only issue is we have a lot of 5-drops at the moment, but we could possibly make some room for some Cliff Racers. I don't really know. But let me know what you guys think we need to add. I think we've kind of got the early game ironed out right about now. Now we just need to figure out how we're going to go, I guess, further into finishing these games. All 3 of these games were entirely winnable if we had 1 or 2 plays go a different way. So we won the first one, and the second 2 we got them down to like 4 life, and then the control decks just stabilized with all of their gigantic guards and things that they can pull off if you let them get to the late game. But that's going to be it for now, guys. As always, thank you all very, very much for watching. I'm Dragon Terror Blade, and I'll see you guys next time.